All right, before I end the night and say good night, I wanted to talk about something. I want just, you know what, I had a really kind of productive and like a proactive topic to talk about. And it's this. Look, if you're doing 2 years straight in a facility, typically they call it 2 years plus a day, right? You can either get 2 years less a day or 2 years plus a day. But anything over 2 years is considered to be a long-term sentence. You know what I mean? Like you're doing a while in there, and you've had to have done something serious to get that. Now, during this time, some people, to me, like you got to capitalize out of any opportunity, right? To me, this was an opportunity. I did not think that I understood. Here's the thing: when you first go in, right? Let's say you go to jail, and the first thing you're thinking is, can I survive in here, right? And let's say you find out that you can survive in there. The next thing you're thinking is, how the hell am I gonna spend so many years like this? You know what I mean? But to me, like I said, 1% of everybody who goes to jail or prison actually capitalizes and strengthens their life. In my opinion, when you spend some time continually inside, your life sort of breaks down totally, right? And when something breaks down, what do? You create something to replace it. You create something better, in my opinion. And I'm all for creating something better. But to me, better is simply just what's right. I've always done my best to do what's best for me, like not necessarily what's best as in better, but what suits me. And at this point I've been able to kind of build a life before I'm actually out there again. I have I have anyways, no, listen, man, an important thing about life today is about discretion. you know um Listen to me, and I'm gonna tell you something really important. This is probably the highest you'll get on the discretion scale. Any video that you watch online, okay, is only so limited in helping you. It's not all that. It's not gonna help you all that much. Now, one of the reasons why I think I would be successful with these videos on YouTube is that I don't know how to show my work. Like since I was a kid, the government introduced this thing into the curriculum in elementary school. Like I'm talking like third or fourth grade, or like fourth or fifth grade. They started saying, I think it was fifth. Yeah, it was fifth grade, where they started saying, and fifth grade people are normally 9 or 10 years old. They started saying that you would get a mark. There would be a mark, meaning you could lose a mark if you didn't do this for showing your work in math. So even if you had the right answer, if you didn't show your work, you wouldn't get the mark, right? And I didn't know how to show my work. All I did was I just scribbled figures that kind of made sense beside the right answer, because I knew how to get to the right answer, but I didn't know how I did it, and I didn't know how to show my work. To this day, I don't know how I did most of the things I did. And a lot of times, yeah, I listen, when it comes to help or somebody showing me, I'm talking about like the slightest hint of anything shown, and then me using my brain and everything, just racking a way to make a way for myself. I have trouble. Anyway, so yeah, I can't even tell. Now, I think that's what makes my videos so great, is that I'm not intentionally holding back, and I'm not, picking what I say and don't say, and don't talk about this and don't talk about that. It's just pretty much just, I don't know how to show my work. So I'm just kind of giving you pretty much what you're seeing right now anyways. You pretty much can see it quite easily. Human beings, one of the best senses or abilities that human beings collectively have, the entire population, is that we can see things on first impression. That's why they say first impressions are the most important, blah, blah, blah. Because human beings, just from looking at each other, can go like, oh my God, this person looks dangerous. Or, oh my God, this person looks really intelligent. Oh my God, this person looks like they might be a professor, blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on, okay? Or oh my god, this person's really attractive and they look really cool. You know what I mean? Dude, you can take anybody and you can take a consensus and you'll find out that that's the number one quality in people is kind of recognizing each other just based on face value. Anyways, I'll go on. So I do believe that that would kind of make me successful. Is the fact that I don't even know how I got where I got. A lot of times my mind is just working faster than I can really even understand. Like my actual mind is moving so fast. Sometimes I'm thinking of like 3 different things and it's just moving and I figure things out and I literally forget how I even figured those things out. That's kind of the beauty of it, really. Anyways, moving on. So I obviously, I can't really explain how through different methods, but the thing is that, I was a type of person that was very lazy, very laid back, late all the time, whatever, all that stuff. I actually didn't get better. I was horrible with work and everything. I didn't get better until after I robbed that bank and then started doing all this fucked up time. I didn't get better at any of that. That really made me a much stronger, better person. I mean, I can study for hours just easily, I don't need anything to do that. But anyways, the thing is that, I mean, what am I getting at? The thing is that, it's like I was never stopped by anybody except for myself. And whenever a challenge was thrown at me, which was sink or swim, I would always swim. Even if it was just coming in last. If that was what it came down to, if I had to come in last, I made sure I came in last. If I had to come in first or third or whatever, depending on the situation and the dynamics of it, I did as I would sink or swim. So at this point, being put in a situation like this, knowing that I can swim, they can do anything to me and I'll swim, and that's what I found out. I can be stuck in a place and still swim. I can better myself, make myself stronger. I can change things on the outside. And this is not something that's, believe me, it's not easy to do at all. Anyways, the point is that I guess I've talked about that enough. But what I'm trying to say is that moving forward and going out, I'm basically, I've already kind of placed things in my life. You know what I mean? And I've done it according to a lot of the stuff is like, I learned a lot. I started talking to people, even people I knew from before. I started talking to them and I started figuring stuff out about myself. For example, I didn't know I was Latin. I thought it was something, man. I didn't know exactly who I was. I had no idea. But I found out my Latin roots. I found out my Romanian roots, which is deeper to me because that's more a part of my being than Romania is a European country and whatnot, and racially it's one thing, but that's kind of more like me, you know what I mean? That's who I am, and knowing who I am, I'm gonna swim with my dynasty and I'm gonna swim with my people, man. I'm always gonna do that. You know what I mean? And what, even if it's just on a subconscious level, I'm still gonna do it. And if it's on a conscious level, even better, because now both levels are on the same terms or the same page, I should say. That's helped me a lot. That was the key. I had to find out who I was first and what I was made of, and pushed enough in order to understand, just what I am. That's all it is, and I'm able to swim with it. People are looking at me thinking that maybe I'm on like maybe I got like some awesome tutors out there. I got some crazy mentors in the world. I got some amazing mentors in the world right now, and that's how I'm improving so fast and doing things so fast. And the truth is that's not the case. I was extremely good at whatever I was doing before. I was really fucking good. Like, I was so good that 90% of people were highly in doubt that I was anything special other than just an ordinary child or an ordinary person. 90% of people did not even see anything in me until later on. You know what I mean? So I was doing a really good job. Obviously, in a much more superficial world, people look, well, no, what's my real position? How much money do I have here? Who do I know? It's just stupid. You know what I mean? And that's not the case. But I think I did. I mean, I was able to kind of have some astounding things going on in my life, and I see that now. And now that I'm a present person, I'm back in society. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a legit person totally. I mean, it's just like it's easy, man. It's as easy as making white rice. It's easy as just boiling white rice, or putting it in a rice cooker. I mean, for me, it's that easy. You know what I mean? And yeah, it may be impressive to people. It's not impressive to me at all. What I thought I was then to what I think. Like, I mean, if I'm thinking about Romania and Transylvania, and the kind of people that would be in this dynasty, I mean, I'm probably the median. I'm not king shit, and I'm not last, but I'm probably somewhere along the median line. You know what I mean? Compared to the people around me. I may not be the top guy or whatnot. I may be in the median. I might just be in the mid. Or you know what I mean? I'm pretty much blended in there with them. So people go, oh, this is really amazing. No, think about your goals, man. If all of your friends were homeless when you were a kid and you were born homeless, and you're able to make a middle class living, people will be very impressed by you. But if all your friends were self-made, and like if you just happen to be in a group of friends who were self-made and all were strong and independent, and you were you were a millionaire while they were like in the hundreds of millions, and they had lives like way more advanced and ahead than you, businesses that were bigger. You know what I mean? That's a different kind of situation. But when I'm thinking of people, if I'm thinking of a dynasty, I'm thinking, man, I'm not king shit in this thing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I mean, a lot of there are people who still live in Transylvania, but a lot of the Romanians move to different parts of Europe, and even different parts of the world. So we're around, and the dynasty should be just as good. But it's nothing too special that I'm doing. It's just the fact that I didn't know who I was, and knowing who I am is like, yeah, well, I'm not doing anything all that spectacular. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I want to wrap this up by saying good night. I'm glad with what I did here. I tried to put on a bit of a sugar charm effect, see if that gets me more views, so I can feel special about myself. And good night.